Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. If you're tuning in, you're probably someone who loves peeling back the layers of the world around us. Well, today we are diving into 10 absolutely incredible, reality-altering facts. We're talking about those weird corners of existence where everyday life meets just bizarre reality. We're going to break down these complex, kind of crazy concepts and make them totally clear and honestly, completely fascinating. Let's get right into it.
So, what if your brain is lying to you? Like, literally, every single day. Kind of unsettling, right? I mean, we trust our minds to give us an accurate picture of reality, but as you'll see, some of the most shocking revelations about our existence involve things happening entirely behind our backs. Stick with me here, because these reality checks, they are absolutely going to change how you look at the world.
Okay, let's dive right into section 1, the deceptive brain.
Get this, your brain is quietly hogging about 20% of your body's total energy. And here's the crazy part, that's when you're doing absolutely nothing. You could just be sitting on the couch, staring at a blank wall, and your brain is still acting as this massive energy sink. It totally explains that feeling of mental fatigue, you know? It's exactly why thinking really hard or studying for hours genuinely makes you physically exhausted. Your brain is literally burning through your fuel reserves.
And it's not just secretly burning calories, it's actually editing your reality in real time. We blink roughly 20,000 times a day. Think about that. That is 20,000 moments of pitch black interrupting your vision every single day. But you never notice it, do you? Nope. Your brain just automatically edits those visual hiccups right out. It seamlessly stitches everything together so you just see a continuous stream entirely hiding those 20,000 mini blackouts from your conscious mind. Mind-blowing, right? Now, what's really interesting about this is the ultimate irony. Your brain receives, interprets, and processes every single ounce of pain you've ever felt. Stubbed your toe? That's your brain screaming, "Hey, that hurts." Yet the very organ doing all this processing, it cannot feel pain itself. It is completely immune. If you were to somehow touch the brain directly, it wouldn't register a single sensation of pain. How wild is that?
Moving right along to section 2, your bizarre body.
You know, we are all incredibly connected. In fact, this brilliantly illustrates just how connected we are. Humans share about 60% of our DNA with a banana. Yes, you heard me right, a banana. You are way more similar to that piece of fruit sitting on your kitchen counter right now than you ever thought possible. It's not just a fun party trick fact, it's a profound reminder that all living things on this planet are fundamentally tied together at a very basic genetic level.
Okay, I want you to try a quick experiment with me right now. Seriously, do it. Step 1, hold your nose closed. Step 2, try to hum. Go ahead. You can't do it, can you? It's impossible. That tiny little experiment proves firsthand exactly how airflow dictates sound inside your body. Without the air escaping through your nasal passages, the whole system just shuts down, and the sound literally cannot be produced.
Now this one sounds straight out of a sci-fi horror movie, but it's happening inside you right this very second. Your stomach gets a brand new lining every few days. Why the constant remodeling? Well, the acid in your stomach is so intensely strong that if your body didn't constantly replace that lining, your stomach would literally digest itself. Yeah, your body is basically in a perpetual, endless state of rebuilding just to survive its own digestive juices.
All right, let's zoom out a bit for section 3, wonders of nature.
Let's talk about the octopus. I mean, talk about alien biology, right? These guys don't just have one heart, they have three. 3 hearts! But here is where it gets incredibly bizarre. 2 of those hearts actually stop beating completely when the octopus is swimming. Since losing 2/3 of their cardiovascular power is, understandably, super exhausting, octopuses strongly prefer to just crawl along the ocean floor instead. It's this weird evolutionary quirk that completely dictates their everyday behavior.
Okay, ready for a massive perspective shift? There are actually more trees right here on Earth than there are stars in the entire Milky Way galaxy. I know, no way, right? When we look up at the night sky, we think of space as this infinite, overwhelming thing. But nature, right here in our own backyard, is so abundant and staggeringly vast that our earthly forests vastly outnumber the stars in our entire galactic neighborhood.
And finally, section 4, time and reality. Let's look at how gravity affects time.
So time actually moves slower on Earth compared to how it moves out in deep space.
And no, this isn't the plot of a sci-fi movie, it is a proven scientific fact. The massive gravity of our planet physically pulls on time itself. It drags it down, making time move at a measurably slower rate down here with us than it does in the vast zero-gravity expanse of space. Gravity and time are just locked in this invisible dance that our daily senses can't even begin to pick up on.
But let's bring the concept of time back down to a very human, very everyday scale. 6 months. To put that into perspective, the average person spends about 6 months of their entire lifespan just sitting and waiting at red lights. Think about the gravity of that. Not planetary gravity, but the heavy reality of that time. Half a year of your one precious life spent staring at a glowing red bulb just waiting for permission to move forward. It's a pretty stark, maybe even a little frustrating reality check on how we spend our finite time.
Seriously, imagine what you could do with that extra 6 months. It really makes you reflect on your own life, doesn't it? Well, we've covered a ton of ground today, from our brains secretly lying to us, all the way to the actual bending of time itself. So I want to turn it over to you. Which of these reality checks surprised you the most? Drop a comment with your biggest realization. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, keep questioning your reality.